Hi everyone. Today I've got a quick video for you because I am doing a Scrapbook Generation free kit, and I basically have it laid out in the way that they've done it. Now I didn't print out my top 4x6 correctly, so I have a little gap up here, and I left a little bit of outline around just about every picture. This one I can see that I got it closer to that one, but it's all right. And anyhow, so I've got everything glued down the way that they've showed. It's my first time doing one of these, and I've got probably 3 more, but I love this one when I seen it, and I thought, I know I've got some pictures that we've taken like on the road and stuff when we've been going someplace. Here's the sketch that came with it, and I'll save this so I could use it again. And so I'm actually gonna, well, I'll put it in my notebook, but anyhow, then they also showed you this. Oh, let me pull this back in. So they showed actually 2 photos here, one here, 3x4s, but they used a card on this one. But and I tried to get as close. I think I did every one this right size what they're showing. Normally I would not care, but I thought I'm gonna just do one just like it says for a change. And so the ones that they have here are 2.5-inch squares, and these 2 here are 3x4s. So, and I am going to use the photo like they have here instead of the card, because I actually have an extra photo that I would like to use, and it needs to be like this. And then 3 6x4s and 3 4x4s. And so these are our trip to Texas. And like we took a picture of the arch when we went by, what is it? Where is it? I can't even think about it now. But totally, it's in St. Louis, Missouri. Okay, I was gonna say, I know we go by there all the time. And then this was a sunset as we were. This is like later on in the day. I mean, you know, it's a truck going to Texas in the car. And so, and these we actually went and stayed at my sister's. This is her house. And then we went to Fredericksburg, and this is a picture of my husband and my 2 nieces. And this is some of the architecture in Fredericksburg. And this was actually, they had actually used ship parts. And so you can see like the ship design actually in the architecture. So I thought that was really cool. And this is where we first started running into Betty, I think. So on our little trip, we ran into Betty. So I'm going to put her here because she's looking this way. And I've got this other design going on. Otherwise, I probably would have put her on here, but I was on here. But I was just intent on doing this direction. And then there was a candy shop, and I don't remember the name of the candy shop, but I'm sure I can add it later. But on the sign, it's actually right on a, oh, this must have been on the, oh nope, it is me. Okay, so this was on like the shutter, and it says unattended children will be chocolate dipped. And I thought that was so cool. I just had to save it. And so I thought I'm going to get that on here. I was just going to put Betty, and I thought, no, I've got to use this. So I'm going to put these up here just like the option in the drawing rather than using the card in this one here. Okay, so, but otherwise I've used, and this is why I loved this sketch so much. It's like, and I'm sure they do this in all of them, but it's like when I seen this and I thought, oh my gosh, it's just so cute. And so there's a 1/2 inch strip here that's taken off this. So they give you these 2 pieces of paper. They gave you 2 textured white papers, And so you took 1/2 inch off of here, you took 2 1/2 inches off of this one, and you know, so that you got a little of each color. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put these down. But just about everything I have done, and I will put on the title afterwards, because you know how I am. Taking too much time trying to put down a title. So I'm just lining this right up with the grid lines. And I'm gonna just put this one right over top of this. And now theirs does not overlap this green, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I want this showing. I suppose I could pull it over, but well, let me try it. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this over a little bit and leave just a little bit of that. And can I just do that over here then? Let me try it a little bit more. The beauty of it not sticking all the way down right away. Okay, let me try that. Leave a little bit the same. That should work good. Okay, that looks good. Oh, and by the way, this is Simple Stories, Let's Go. That's what it's called. Okay, and then I have this tag, and I'll write about our trip on here later. Because this is kind of like just places like on the road and, you know, outside places that we went. We stayed in a really nice place there out in the country, so that was pretty cool. And also they have this big granite mountain where if you were in that place and you went into some place that had you know, like a countertop or anything, it was that granite. And we were gonna hike around that, and it was like 100 degrees that day or more. And when we walked to the granite to get a picture taken, I was like delirious from the heat. And it was like, and I was just overcome with heat. And so that was the end of me walking on that granite. So I had to leave. So we went out and sat in the shade. And then we felt fine, you know, later, but it's like, it was pretty horrible. Okay, and so they actually have this overlapping this, so I'm gonna do just what they did. And it was so cute how, because of just making these dimensional, it was just such an adorable layout. Oh, now I've lost my camera. Oh, here it is. So I've put everything up on dimensionals already. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's just like such a cute layout. So it's got the little map. I actually could have this up a little further, maybe. Can I still do that? I think I'm gonna try to do that. Because they have it overlapping, and I really like how it looks, so I think I just was paying attention to the side, and it's like, okay, I do need to have it up a little higher. So I'm gonna do that, because otherwise, you know, I like everything connected anyhow, so I'm totally happy about that. And I might not be able to pull this up, but I think I can a little bit more. Maybe, I guess I'll just leave it. I don't want to risk ripping it. I've already spent too much time on it. And then it's like I got it all done. I was so careful to try to get the right size, you know, photos, because I usually don't worry about that. I just, you know, work with the photos that I have, but I thought, I'm just going to see what it's like just to do the whole thing, just like it says. And so I did it pretty close. And then they have a "You Are Here." And everything in their picture looks like, I mean, it looks like there's shadows underneath it. And that's what I really liked, is that it looked very dimensional. And all the little pieces were so cute. And it was like, I basically, you know, I got these 2 white pieces of paper, these half pieces of paper, and all the cut-aparts. And the cut-aparts are something I rarely use them, so I think I'm trying to think how I can use these more like they did, because I really think it is so cute how they've used them. Okay, and now I've kind of got that where that goes, but this, well, I might be able to get this about where it shows in the picture. Let me put that here so you can kind of look at it. I know sometimes when people are showing from a sketch, they'll put up in the corner. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, but I always like that when I can see it, so I can kind of see him working with the sketch. So, oh, and these things are a little hard to get off, but I like to have it underneath everything that I think could get smashed and totally ruin the way that it looks when you put it into your page protector and into your book and shut it. So I've got lots of sticky there. Okay, and so here they kind of have this overlapping here, and so I guess I could go all the way up here. So I will go ahead and do that. And it kind of points to, you know, the chocolate dipped bacon, which I did not try. Okay, and then I've got my 2.5 by 2.5s, and there was enough of these cut aparts where you could use all of those. Like here's one that I cut the camera out of, and then there was the one that they used over here, and so then there were actually 4 left, and I thought, well, I'll probably never use that. I'm not really nuts about these. Well, I really like the way this looks, but it's around the world. I don't see me doing that. And then I was gonna save this one because I thought, oh, that's such a cute one. All roads lead somewhere. So I was gonna save that. But when I was looking at these and how they filled up the space, it's like I realized if I was careful and just kind of poked into, you know, close to the piece I was cutting out, I could actually use these. So I still have all the cut aparts. I have, let's see, I have 4 cut aparts left instead of 1 since I did that. And I was able to do that with all of them, and I probably could have the first one that I cut apart, but I'd already cut it apart, so it was too late. Okay, and so I've got the arch. Oh, and these 2 here are actually a truck and a car, and this was in Fredericksburg, and this was in Frisco. And there was 2 different things that had their cars painted like zebra, which I don't know what the whole deal with the zebra is about. And my sister didn't either, but I took pictures of them. So I'm gonna tape these down, and they have them. You can see how, you know, I have all these that are the cut aparts with where I've taken out the piece that I wanted. And you know, the others on all these, it's plaid on the other side. I mean, I'm sure I can figure out something I can use those for. Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of put that about close to a 1/2 inch to the edge. Oh, and I bet you I don't want it that far up, so let me start at the bottom, because I'm gonna put Destination Texas right here. Because since I didn't use the road or hit the road, I didn't have a title. So I will put that there. And so, let's see, I probably still want to start with this one. I just like to start at the top. But I really like this. I'm kind of excited now to look at the other ones again. I know I have one that's family game night, which it's like, I should have got pictures yesterday. We played family game night with my son and his wife. So just need to remember to take pictures when we're doing stuff like that, because I do have that kit that I would love to use. Okay, so I've got that there. And it's got a little slug bug car. And of course I got it up on dimensionals. Oh, and some of it I even had pulled off, so that's good. Because you know how long I take to do this. This is bad enough. Oh, and the little rear view mirrors, side mirrors, whatever you call those on the car. Outside mirrors, the ones that, you know, everything appears closer than it actually is, or something like that. I put those little tiny beads on there to keep those so they don't bend down too. And I don't even think I'm gonna have to glue them. Okay, so I'm just gonna tuck this in here. I'm gonna put I would like to see the whole architectural thing here, so I'm gonna put it more towards here, and besides that was the drive, so that works good for there. And then I have pack your bags, and this actually, the bag will be sitting on this. It's so funny, our we have a little those, I think it's a little combing cooler, but I see the top of it all the time and I think, what's a piece of luggage doing out there? Okay, and I am going to kind of, they're running it over the picture, so I'm kind of do that too, but not quite as much, because my truck's kind of hard to see because it was in the shadow. But I just thought it was funny that, you know, what's the chances of you seeing two zebra vehicles in Texas? And yet we did. Okay, and I put the luggage up on dimensionals also, because everything looks like it's dimensional in the picture. And that's what I just thought, oh my gosh, that's so cute. I'm sure I have travel pictures. That was my thoughts as soon as I seen it. And usually it's like I've got my mind so much on, you know, the other stuff. Actually, I've had this for a year that I probably never even think about, you know, the other ones that they've given me. But I do remember that one of them is, you know, the family game night, and I think that would be cute to use. And then I think I might have one that is what, I think it's 4th of July or something like that. And they're really cute. And I like how they kind of do stuff with the minimal, you know, using minimal items. I'm going to put some glue on the back of these. Oh, I was going to show you that I have beads on the top of the handle. So I might have to set something on that. But okay, so I'm done with this. I also had this one picture that we took on the street, and it's, you know, one of those, you know how you see the hand pointing to someplace, and it was called Bed and Brew, and I just thought that was so cute. We didn't stay there or anything, or have brew there or anything, but I just thought it was such a cute sign. But I couldn't fit it on this, but I'm sure that I'll be scrapbooking more things about this trip. But I just kind of wanted to show you that, how cute a layout it was. And, you know, it's so neat how they send you this picture. I mean, it's just such an adorable little layout. And so that's pretty much it. And we'll journal on it, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I will have close-ups at the end. Bye-bye.